All right, how you doing? It's me, Zacharias. All right, so oh Jesus, let's talk about this. Excuse me, I apologize. Um, so what I was gonna talk about? I forgot. My mind went blank. Yeah, my mind went blank, y'all. God, dog it. What I was gonna talk about? Okay, so Creole Culture Channel said that he had a copyright warning, and I put in the comment section. Okay, just let me know. Creole doesn't know me. Creole culture don't know me. I don't know him. I'm linking up with him because I want justice. I'm not trying to go after the stalker in any criminal matter. I want to take legal action on the stalker. But meanwhile, I want to take it is that bitch, Judge Gonzalez. Okay, and YouTube should be legally liable for allowing this man to violate their copyright and their cyberbullying rules. It's like, is this man belong to a satanic cult, or does he belong to Illuminati or Masonic, some type of secret society that's linked with YouTube and people in authority to let this man get away with stuff? Okay, so I don't focus on the stalker. He keep running his mouth about me. I'm going after the stupid ass authority figures that let this man do this. Angelica Gonzalez, her bitch ass needs to fucking leave her position. She should not ever be a judge. I'm just telling you, it's best to go after her in Phoenix Police Department. Department of Justice have already got them in trouble last year. And I do believe that my emails to the FBI about this dude and the police department, along with Cindy Gonzalez, um, provoke them to go investigate Phoenix because they had a lot of cases of police brutality and judicial misconduct. And Maricopa County is known for that. So instead of, like I say, I know y'all really want to go after the stalker, but the stalker goes and make lies to the police department, and somehow these stupid judges and stupid police officers do not show no discernment. They just automatically believe this man is innocent. I do believe he's doing some witchcraft, some satanic stuff. I do believe that too. But my approach of this is not going after the stalker, only after the people of authority who allowed this man to continue to commit crimes against us. And I don't know why, because I know I'm not trying to badmouth nobody in this victimization, but I know that some people have a criminal record. I don't have one, and are scared to go challenge authority figures. Well, we have to be a David to Goliath. One thing I read in the book when I was in my apartment, Cuban house, you have to be a David to Goliath. That's how I won my three EOC lawsuits against my employers. And it's funny people who claim to me that I'm a sissy and everything, but they don't. Some of the men, not in this case, I'm in general. When I dealt with other cases outside SK, I'm always seen as a sissy, seen as this, I'm seen as fennel, but I have balls to go against people of authority and actually use the law against them. Because I don't, like I said, the only person I want people to be corrected by is God, not no human being. Men and women have sinful nature, and usually their sinful nature comes out when they're correcting or checking somebody, and that's not of the Lord. So God is just, God is merciful, God is good, God is perfect. I prefer God to check me a lot. I don't need Cindy Gonzalez, I don't need no police officer, I don't need nobody with stupid badges, human being with flesh and blood and bones who are not God to check me, okay? But I'm not in the wrong. One thing that the bitch Cindy Gonzalez didn't understand that, and I'm glad a police officer here in Houston told me that the Arizona laws do not match Texas laws. So when she said that I was harassing him when I was confronting this guy, because he edits me confronting him, right? You know what I'm saying? So it looked like I was harassing him when he actually harassing me, and I'm combating what he did to me. Well, 06.02 says your crime has to be intentional. That's in Texas. That's not in Arizona. So her stupid laws in Arizona do not reflect on me because I'm not a resident of Arizona. I'm a resident of Texas. And one thing's a judge, you cannot ignore another person's laws of another state. If they're still residents of that state, you don't ignore their laws. And she did. She ignored the laws of my state. And that's why I did contact FBI and put this bitch in blast and put her in about to investigate on her, investigate municipal court of Phoenix, because they have a history of corrupt judges. Like I say, and I even question this too, that Lala Brown, she the one to see SEX with Lie Genius, and she's Blaxican and French Canadian. Her mother's French Canadian and Mexican. Her dad, Garvin, was African descent, Adolf, and she got killed with her boyfriend Jatoon Kool-Aid in that studio. And I do, and this is my speculation. The cousin of Kool-Aid, I think it was Bruce. He ended up getting died later on, but I do believe that he was involved because that's his cousin studio. Remember, the bodies was in there for days, and someone literally had to break in there against someone's rules in order to find Lala Brown and Kool-Aid Jatoon in that hotel. I mean, in the studio in Minnesota. No, not Minnesota, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So the reason why I brought that up because they kept saying that the real killers of the court case went to Arizona, and I saw a conversation that they say most criminals. Oh, okay, most criminals go to Arizona, and it reminded me of this man. Yeah, I'm being real with you, okay? And that's what I said. My approach is not at the stalker, because I did my part. I inboxed the FBI. I am legally protected. Since the Duke keeps calling me a criminal, when HPD Cybercrimes Unit, Sergeant Bryce Otterly, dark-skinned African brother who works in the police, or who a true brother. Shout out to him being a police officer and a true brother. Okay, he not a coon like the 5 dudes that killed Tariq Nichols. So I'm talking about that later on. You do want to compare that to the City Gonzalez, because that's what I say. I'm not too much against Trump going against diversity, DEI, because usually people of color who be selected as these positions is usually cool. So I'm be honest with you, it'd be good people too, but they want the head racist folks want the coons. They want the cotton pickers and strawberry pickers. You know what I'm saying? And, the carrot, the Asian version of carrot, the black version. They want somebody of color and perpetrating their power and maintain this. I call Candace Briscoe with the Harmon House. Okay, she is no different. She's a man. She is. So they don't get good people of color. They do exist, but it is coming to get the ones who go along with the abusive system, the oppressive system. You know what I'm saying? So, but Sergeant Bryce Otterly told me back in June, if this dude comes back to Houston, comes near me, or comes to my residence when I was with my Vic at the time, he is automatically arrested. So all this talking about I'm a criminal, Cynthia Gonzalez with her stupid ass saying, and Cynthia Gonzalez has a record. I forgot what her charge was in El Paso, Texas, as I was going through eviction and trying to get him in trouble, get Phoenix Police Department in trouble. I'm inboxing FBI with color law violations, because anytime a police officer or a judge do this type of mess, it is a color law violation according to the FBI website. So you really, people don't understand. They can get in trouble, right? So it's weird. Like I said, look at the time, y'all. The stalker was harassing me in 2023. He lives in Phoenix. He lives in Scottsdale too. He lives in Maricopa County, Arizona. I inboxed me. He put a fake protection order on me, which I say fake because of false allegations in protection order. I gave it to Cybercrimes Unit. I gave it to my manager. See, he's a dumbass person who got me evicted. I've been, and she also, my manager from the Sterling Park Apartments, don't like her. That's the Afro Latina, the dark skin chocolate Afro Hispanic lady from Cuba. Yesterday said she did not want him post anything about those apartments. So when I hear that he tried to get me evicted, which I'm not stupid, because before this, I'm going to go ahead and say this. If anybody knows the apartments called Third Shore Apartments in Northeast side, not too far from Craig Williams. Now to bring his name up, remember the stock was going after him, and I said in my podcast, which I took it down before this man started taking me, that 19, I believe that he was in Harvest Apartments, because Harvest Apartments not too far from Bush on Conner Airport, and Harvest Apartments is the worst apartment complex. Also, since our drug dealers right there by Bush, so you got sex trafficking coming from Bush, all type of illegal activities coming from the airport, Bush Airport Airport, okay? And northeast side, okay, not too far from Humble, Texas, in Tascasita, okay? So when you do the research on this, what I said was that it's not 10. Craig lived in Harvester because he was drunk and high and saying all that offensive stuff about SA and all that stuff with Black Skin Mason's daughter and all that other stuff. Okay, and he said one thing he was into a spiritual demonic. Was it Craig? Is it Greg? Who was it? What's the dude? The one Craig Williams. Craig Williams, right? That's the one that was with Gigi. No offense to bring Gigi's name, but remember the whole thing about SNA Black Skin Mason's daughter back in 2022. Okay, my pocket. You know, I told the soccer leave me alone. I did a story about it, and I came from third person, you know what I'm saying, and actually gave the stock credit for exposing this dude, okay? So I don't know why he come after me, but I know that if you keep bringing up Bush and where you live at Bush, in apartments and ratchet, worse apartments in Houston is very dangerous. Even the sheriff's department is right there on the doggone property, and it still be dangerous. That's why there's a corrupt officer involved. You live in Harborside Apartments, and yes, they're bringing in drugs, they're bringing sex trafficking, bringing all type of stuff from someone coming from Chicago. He kept saying, "Bring your ass to Chicago, your biracial ass to Chicago." He kept saying that stuff a lot. I like, yeah, you right there by Harborside Apartments. And Miko Wara, everybody know about his trauma alleged allegations. He is funny after he went to Dominican Republic, Colombia, and all that other stuff. He started going and he started saying he was essaying the kids down there. He started doing gang wars. And y'all know Mika Wara went to Harvestar Apartments. Lucky nobody didn't see them other videos about his allegations because he got shot in Harvestar Apartments. Okay, so Harvestar Apartment is the worst. So not that far from Harvestar is Stern Star Apartments. That's owned by Eureka Properties, who have a history of corruption. They own Stern Point Park, where I lived in. It's our west side. And their apartments are condemned, like should be condemned. They have mildew, roaches, rats. They have bad management. Um, La Casitas, I remember trying to get me to go to La Casita to buy gallery furniture. You know damn well I would not go to La Casita Park to buy gallery. You know them on the outside? Hell no. You know about Houston? Hell no. They be shooting, acting food down there. And Yessin will actually work down there. Like when she didn't need help, she'd leave Star Park apartment one day and go work at La Casita's apartments. I'm like, but that's Eureka. If the stalker talked to somebody from Eureka, it was revenge. Because while Grizzly Hood News, Dr. Candace Matthews, not Candace Briscoe, Dr. Candace Matthews is supposed to, but Challenge because I follow Grizzly Hood News, talk to Grizzly sometimes, inbox Dr. Candace Matthews. Actually, has to inbox Dr. Candace Matthews, a stalker too. Anyway, so when they exposed it, I'm in another Facebook group exposing bad apartments. I exposed Cutie Homes. I also showed the mildew that I had. And so something told me during 2022, while I was beefing with Jose, beefing with other folks, and y'all remember, okay, with Blazing King. Okay, I felt that spirit. You about to lose your house. I felt it. You know how you feel that spirit? If it was an R. Kelly situation, I'll cuss them out. You're about to lose your house. And you start playing much. They about to take their house from you. And that's when we had Karen. Karen was a Hispanic woman. I don't know what ethnicity she was, but she Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban. But she was Latina. She was a bitch, too. Yes, it was at another property. And we had her for 3 months. I remember I had roaches, come in after I did my inspection. I passed my inspection. They failed the inspection. I don't want contact HUD anonymously about her discrimination, her behavior, her fair housing violations. And she got fired. They brought Yessin back over there. And I felt that spirit. And they said they were no longer doing the housing thing and we're not getting Section 8. They lied first, they were going to get Section 8 after the program, but then they lied. The Housing Authority has a history of lying as well. So, all that was going on. I felt that spirit like we're about to go back on the street. And then I felt that spirit. They watching me on Facebook. I have a, I don't not on that Facebook account. I got rid of the Facebook account, but you watching stuff on, you're telling them about, because I'm sorry, it wasn't them alone. I report apartment bad managers because who wants to live in filth? Who wants to have bad management? Who wants to have roaches, muted rats? So it wasn't trying to get revenge on the property managers. But I'm not going to sit here and be silent when I've been hurt as a victim from bad managers when I was in Cutie Homes. So I guess if he did talk to them, it was revenge because, well, Grizzly Hood News exposed that those apartments in China to end so that Dr. Candace Matthews from Corner X team from Black Panthers and the Black Democrats and the Labor Coalition, which is Jackson, they exposed that. And I'm the one that was giving it to this Facebook group that exposed bad slumlords. And can we do need expose? I even put about Harvest Apartments. How dangerous. And shoot, y'all do not go and live in Harvest Apartment. Please, not that's a dangerous apartment complex. They're shooting constantly. Like, I'm not lying. And the funny part when Mika Worldwide was doing that video, the sheriff department office in the building. How the hell the sheriff deputy office is in this apartment building and it's still dangerous? Like, what? They mean a nice inside job and all that, a dirty cop involved in that mess. But going back to Sergeant Bradley, who's from Cyber Council, Sergeant Bryce Otley, he said that if he comes near me, he is automatically arrested. Okay? So I don't know why this dude is obsessed with me. I'm just defending the fact that we trying to get justice. I wish this dude, since he have a lot of money, use that money for good use. Stop going after harassing people, stop harassing celebrities. We know him harass Raz B and Ricky Romance. And I know the reason why he harassed me is not just me claiming my mixed heritage, because that was the argument of R. Kelly's claim. When R. Kelly said that was his brother on that tape, African American descent people are not pure black. We part white and native. And we come in different complexions. What the heck? Oh, he on his bike stand. So I'm about to say, what the hell? He need to go ahead. Hold on, go back to what I was saying. Okay, so he been harassing other people after me because back in 2019, I did a story about R. Kelly and she's connected with Chris Stokes, and I saw that. I said I knew this dude was connected with the industry coming after me. Because let me tell y'all something. If you go to Zachary King, the former St. Louis, and he also mixed too. He part Puerto Rican on his mom's side, and daddy was a white Czech and Choctaw Native American mix. Okay, so Zachary King was saying when he was at the Catholic Church, it was Corpus Christi Catholic Church somewhere in Florida, some other state, I forgot what it was, and he's in there, and he said Chustin Brereton from Lincoln Park and Chris Cornell from Soundgarden did not die, did not commit suicide. They was killed because they exposed sex trafficking in the industry. This is why I believe this man is coming after me, because I exposed the R. Kelly case. Like, no one could not see the fact that Killer Kell and Killer Kell, which is Carrie Kelly, and R. Kelly are two different damn complexions. Kelly is not too light, but he's not dark like Wesley Snipes. But his brother, his half brother, is. And it does look like in that family there was some colorism, favoritism, because R. Kelly was a lot of ones when it comes to the brothers, and Teresa, who allegedly violated him, because I do believe she did, that bitch. Teresa Kelly, who, yeah, she violated him too. Yeah. They both caramel, lighter brown skin tone. They're not dark chocolate. Bruce is dark chocolate with green eyes naturally. And what's his name? Kettle. So, and we all know Bump 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 by B2K was written by R. Kelly, Diddy, and Chris Stokes. All three men have sexual allegations and stuff like that. So when I exposed that, and that's how I know that I believe this dude was already stalking me before he revealed who he is. Okay, I'm gonna tell my business. Remember Herbie? The app Herbie that Tasha K was exposed was advertising her on everything. Okay, so I was on Herbie with a different name, and I started exposing more to with R. Kelly. I even used my real name. And somebody came to 2019 before I lost my apartment. Someone said, "Oh, we know who you are. You better stop running your mouth." I was exposing Tom Mottola, connected, saying, Job Records is connected with Tom told that Devil is, what's the name that Michael Jackson called. And so I said, that I'm supposed that Tom told him to be investigated too, and show more connection to sex trafficking in Chicago. That's why I believe they allowed him to continue this because he was part of the sex trafficking there and other stuff. So somebody came in there and said, "Oh, we know who you are. You keep running your mouth, we gonna expose about your business and stuff." So we back in 2019, and I do believe that's the stalker. So he was already after me way before. That's why. And so go back to Blue Shadow. Remember, I accused Blue Shadow of being part of this too. Okay, because I knew he was a Satanist too, and I was right. Because a lot of people in the industry in Hollywood, which is sad because we already talk about the industry, like I said, I'm a singer, actor myself, aspiring singer, actor, and model, and I did model for Law Productions while I was El Paso, and I always get upset why I'm not in the high rank, which now we know we got so many people in high rank is because they're doing the satanic stuff. And when I saw that later on that these people involved in this mess, and if you outspokenly tell the truth, they was send goons after you. And the goons, as I said, when I was in Judge Gonzalez's court on the phone and I couldn't see my exhibits, I had other cases, I had to let her know. I believe he's a gang stalker because when I was on the street, a couple dudes tried to befriend me. And all they got to do is try to start arguing with you. So this is what they do. So a gang stalker is trying to delete you and sacrifice you, probably do some arguing too well because I don't trust these people. They try to make you homeless so you can be vulnerable to organ harvesting or human trafficking. And it's usually the dudes who do it do not have education. One of the bluish guys I told y'all about that was trying to kill me, not Bluish Shadow. I do believe that he was the main killer of Jose Flores. I don't think that dark skinned brother did that. I believe it was him because he don't like Mexicans. People think he's a Mexican himself. He's famous for the Caribbean. I don't want to talk too much about him. But he did the same shelter prior to that death. And I guess he saw my videos talking about it, and he tried to get me killed because I knew the true colors, because I knew that Kim R with her dirty ass, and so did Turner and all that was lying. But prior to that situation, I met him on YouTube because he was whining, crying. I'm a biracial black man with white woman and white or was it White Oaks condominiums, and they're harassing me. Blah 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 blah. I said we're gonna talk to She Jackson Lee and Mayor Turner because this is wrong. This is a HUD violation. Now, mind you, that's the only time I talked to him was on YouTube, right? I lose my apartment, so I go to FedEx. I'm about to put a picture of FedEx. They got closed down. That bitch on Greenbrier, okay, on by Shep Greenbrier, West Virginia. They got the ass shut down. That's good, bitch. We'll talk about that in the future as well. It's on my podcast, but we'll talk about that here YouTube. And this is the funny part, okay? I want everyone to hear this. I'm thinking the bright skinned, part black, white Jewish dude who had Caribbean and Spanish was from Caribbean as well, not Puerto Rican from the Virgin Islands. He was sitting next to me, and I'm thinking it's a dish manager of FedEx, who's a big Latino man. I don't know if he's Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever. Because he might be not Mexican, probably some other Hispanic group. You have some very strong African features. And he doesn't Mexican have black blood, but he got some strong African. You might think he's Puerto Rican. Cuban, big dude, he don't play. He don't like homeless people. So I thought that was him, because they do resemble each other. So I wake up, I fell asleep. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir." Dude said, "Sir, man, what are you talking about, man?" I said, "You the manager?" I ain't no manager with that. So me and my homegirl, who's now a manager at the store at FedEx, she beautiful dark skin. So she said, "Yeah, he do look like so and so." Joe do, he does. So cause it scared me. So why this man started? Of course he hung around FedEx, but it's weird. We talked to each other in 2019. He was at his white girlfriend's house. I was at my apartment before I got evicted. Then months later, in December, November of 2019, he's next to me at FedEx. Then we were cool for a little bit, but then he started being an ass, and I cussed his bitch ass out. Then he started hanging around, being friends with me again. But then so he tried. So then Well, I noticed that, because I don't have no legal situations, when laws come, you say, man, laws here, laws here. He has a record, laws here. So I said, if he keep on harassing me, talking to me crazy, I'm going to have to play dumb and try to get this man set up for the police. I was like, yeah, he gets his hotel money. Right. But if I was going to do it, because he talked to me crazy, keep on talking to me crazy. And, you know what I'm saying? He might have another, I have my shank. He probably have another gun. I said, nah, nigga. What I do is play crazy, play scared. But if I ain't scared, your bitch ass, I'ma let you, I'ma play scared, and then I'ma get you and set up with the police and feds get that money because you run for law. Because normally I don't do it to people. When you start doing some bullshit to me and be rude and try to intimidate me, oh, that's when I do that fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? You better treat me right. That ain't about to fucking rain. Shit, I hate this. So anyway, so anyway, um, So, but I played dumb, scared, but when he started to get violent, I couldn't take it no more. And that's when I went to the police. You in the middle of an act, you trying to be mellow and go along with the situation. Cause you trying to get that, babe. I'm trying to get, hey, you keep threatening mine, but hey, you run for a law, you refuse it, babe. I need that damn money. Okay. Get me a hotel, get me cleaned up right. Have my own computer and be in the hotel, get that Wi-Fi, and make my own money, that's right. Shoot, make my own boss. So, the nigga was trying to kill me. He admitted when I recorded his bitch ass. That's why I get all the evidence recorded to HPD. So, that's why I know I said, then another dude did the same thing to me. I had people come up trying to be friends, then do some fucked up shit, trying to start arguing, then trying to get me killed. That's the buzz. Trying. It's about to fucking rain. They're trying to get me killed. Right. Trying to lead me. And I said, wait a minute. I started catching on. I said, wait a minute. These people are gang stalkers. They must be paid by somebody. Because what it is, they want to start arguing with you. So in case law enforcement and say, you killed this person. They said, well, he started a mess of argument with me. Just like Selena's killer. Right. Okay, and she said it was Selena's fault because they started arguing. When she reacted to the argument, okay, well, I feared for my life when they the one perpetrated the situation. And I had to do what I gotta do because he will put me in danger. That's why it's this automatic start argument. You ain't trying to, you try to be cool with that person, but they're looking for an argument so in case they do get in trouble with law enforcement, they can see the motive was to protect yourself. When actually they were trying to set you killed so so they can argue hard with you, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm beyond with you. That's how I combine now. So that's the reason why that I knew this dude was a setup, and I knew that bluish guy, he wasn't bluish though. I thought that was when I first heard of him. I said, oh no, now he got bluish. But no, the bluish dude, he was born from New York, he had a white daddy, and he knew his daddy compared to the bluish daughter and his mama. Mama ain't dark skin, mama camel skin like me. Both parents dead. He wasn't a doctor, but he don't have no education. He was, I'm be 46, he was 48. He is 48. And he got no damn education, showed up. He got no damn education. I mean, thugging since he was young. Thugging. Anyway, but it's about to rain, but I'll talk about that later on, but that's why I say I believe this all gang stalkers. Because I revealed the R. Kelly story. I do believe this man, this stalker here, is a gang stalker trying to get back at me for revealing the R. Kelly case. Y'all have a blessed day. It's I gotta go.